What's good, everybody? What's good? What's good? As promised, I am here to do something that is different. We're getting ready to talk some talk. We're getting ready to do some things here. This is your brother, Prince Cree. And when I say I'm going live, I'm going to go live. We're about to talk sports and some entertainment right now. That's what I'm going to do. So sit back and relax as I wait patiently for my co-host, Keith Cephus. We're about to talk some sports and entertainment. What's up, everybody? This is your brother, Prince Cree. I am excited. Technology sometimes can get the best of you. My co-host has maybe like $150,000 worth of cameras, lenses, Canon stuff, Sony stuff, but can't operate StreamYard cell phone. Yeah, I'm shading him right now. He's blaming it on me. But I think deep down inside, because he don't want me to get on him about working for the Commanders. You know, I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan, right? And so it's like I'm a Cowboys fan. Unfortunately, I'm a recovering Cowboys fan. And so I just don't understand how this guy, and he may say the same thing for me, how can I be from New Jersey and like the Cowboys? How can he be from New York and be on that playing field with those Deadskins or Commanders? How? How in the world can he do that? What makes him think that it is cool to go back home and like the Commanders? But I'm going to hopefully join in soon, man, because I don't have all this much time. We just want to introduce to you talking sports and entertainment. I wanted to show the world him. So since he's not here, I'm going to just show you the picture of him with his gear. That's him with his red Commanders credentials on. He got Norfolk State credentials. He'll be out there with Mike Vick. This guy then took pictures with the likes of Blackstreet, Tony Braxton. But this is what it is. I just found out. He just told me. See, sometimes you can get the truth out of people slowly but surely. He just told me his sister Tracy is the one that put him on cameras and taking pictures. He was a guy that was bootlegging outside 42nd Street, you know what I mean, with the Polaroid cameras, you know what I mean, trying to do double exposures, trying to sell flicks for $5 and all that. But his sister was bringing the thunder with celebrities and Coco, SW, like she was doing doing magic. Now Keith then graduated. Now this guy's big lead. Now I think he wants me to send him a check or something so that he can join in with the podcast. I honestly think he's embezzling me. And so hopefully I can bring him in. And see, I got him there and his back is turned. So I'm going to bring Keith in. Hopefully I can get him in right. I see him down there. I'm not going to bring him in yet, right? But I did shade him. I did say that he was bootlegged with his cameras. Now, this guy knows how to operate. This is the thing. He knows how to operate $10,000 cameras, $20,000 lenses. But he seems to not be able to work a measly little old iPhone. So I'm not for sure what key. You saw him then. I saw him in the backstage, and then now he's popping in. So come on in. I know this is going to be an amazing opportunity for Keith and I, man, because Keith has been very family connected. This guy is an amazing gift. But I want to bring him in so he can tell you. I just seen him. And all right, there we go. I'm going to get him in while I got a chance, man. Put your hands together for my brother, my co-host, Keith Cephus. Put your hands together. Put your hands together. Put your hands together.
Wow. I am so honored and blessed to
so
partner with you on this amazing podcast, man. And I'm just lost for words, my brother.
I can see your gift of gab. Your sister said you got a gift of gab. I'm so honored to have you as my co-host, as my host, as my brother, as my friend. But I was telling the listeners, the viewers, that you can operate a $10,000, $15,000, $50,000 camera, but can't get the iPhone together. Hand claps for Keith. We're gonna work it out for him. Hey, so Keith, how you doing, man, this evening, man? What's good with you, brother?
Oh man, I've been real busy today. Future Hall of Fame referee Tony Brothers came in for a portrait session today.
Okay.
And it was such an amazing photo shoot because Norfolk State is putting a building in his honor right next door to his mother, whose name is the auditorium. So, I'm just so excited for the brothers, Regime and Tony, being recognized in this fashion. And I tell you, it's a great day for the Brothers family and Norfolk State.
Let's clap it up for Tony Brothers, the Brothers family. Let's clap it up for him. Clap it up, clap it up. So I see you in the picture there. So the lady in the white and the afro, that's his wife or that's his sister?
No, that's his lovely wife, Kim.
Okay.
Yeah. And I tell you what, if you want a nice meal, check out Brothers Steakhouse, downtown Norfolk, right beside MacArthur Mall. The veal chops are amazing. The steak, the hospitality, the professionalism. Go check out Brothers Restaurant, downtown Norfolk. It won't disappoint.
No doubt. I am planning to go there because I heard they have like a brunch there. That's very, very all you can eat or something like that, man. And it's like I'm looking to, I hope my wife ain't air hustling because our anniversary is coming up. Yeah. Clap it up for us. 15 years, Keith.
Yes.
15 years.
Yes.
15 years.
You said 15 years?
15 years. All right, bro. 15 years.
You mean your wife dealt with you for 15 years?
15 years, brother. That's right.
Give her another round of applause.
Round of applause, because she dealt with me for 15 years. This is some round of applause for Keith right now. You want to give the round of applause. Let me put the picture back up. I don't even know why I can't drop down. What camera are you using right there, bro? Since you are a celebrity and a sports photographer, what camera are you using right there? What is that?
Well, I've been a Canon ambassador for the last 30 years, and there's no other camera choice but Canon. And I'm sure you would agree, working for Canon.
I worked there for 7 years.
For some years.
Yeah, man. Top sales dog, man. That's a mirrorless camera, Keith?
Yeah, that's the mirrorless R3. With the 7200 RF 2.8 lens.
Oh, man, I used to sell the mess out of them. Come on. Clap it up,
me. High sales, R3. And the lighting of choice is 2 Pro Photo A1Xs.
Okay.
We're using the rear light for some hair light to give you separation from Tony and the backdrop. And then we got the front light. And as you can see, the nice soft reflector in front, just giving you that flattering portrait look.
Wow, I love it. Hey, look, since on my banner there, I was moving because we just wanted to come up and do a quick introduction because we're going to bring you talking sports and entertainment. We're going to give you some powerful episodes. We're going to be sitting down with some celebrities. We're going to sit down with some powerful people, and I'm excited. So we just want to come and give an introduction. So in the next round, you will see the banners. You will see Keith. Tell everybody how they can follow you on Instagram because maybe they want their wedding done, bro. If they can book you, because I know you book and busy. And and before we leave out here, I'm going to talk about your big trip that you took. You're going to give me some play-by-play in a few seconds. But tell everybody how they can follow you on IG, Keith.
Okay, you can follow me on IG at Cephus, KCEPHUS1. And you can also follow my sports journey at Coastal VA Sport. That's COASTAL VA Sport. No S at the end.
No S.
In fact,
Keep it up.
I'm getting my gear ready to shoot the Monday night game that's coming on between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Commanders. So I'm really excited about the upcoming season with the Commanders. According to your analytics, they're ranked number 5 of all NFL teams in terms of statistics. So this is going to be a very exciting year for those Washington Commanders.
Family members,
you might as well get on the bagging now. I know you're a Giants fan, man, but
that's
you know
my brother. I'm a
sometimes
Dallas fan.
you gotta let go, man.
You should be ashamed of yourself, Keith Cephus. You should be ashamed to go home to New York being a Commander. You should be ashamed, and I am too. But I'm a Cowboys fan, and so look, we both jumped ship, and there's nothing, man. We can. I gotta hide also, Keith. So growing up in Patterson, New Jersey, man, I somehow liked the Cowboys because of the cheerleaders and because they were winning. And they had a star in their helmet because I always wanted to be a star. You know what I mean? Levi also, me and Levi, we always wanted to be a star. He's a star singing Joy on Black Street. So he gave up football, Keith. Last year, Levi said, no more, I ain't not even following the Cowboys. And then his wife likes the Redskins. I mean, the Commanders, because she's up in Baltimore and Maryland area. Right. But how in the world? Now, I know you got the credentials. Look, let me show y'all something, man, real quick. I'm going to move that out of here. Let me show this picture. And Keith with his credentials showing off. He got all types of credentials. Credentials with ABC, credentials with ESPN, credentials at Norfolk State, ODU, Hampton, all that stuff. So here is Keith up there with his get up, right? He got all the gear up. This stuff, right, in case one of the players hit him, he got like shoulder pads. Clap it up for my brother Keith with his get up, bro.
Yeah, that was a close call, man. I mean, that was a close call when I got ramshacked by Terrell, man, that game. But I did a inverted monkey roll. I got out of danger unscathed.
Oh wow, that's what I'm wondering, man. When you
he was coming at me, 6'5", 240 pounds, and I stayed in there for the last second just to get the shot. So I took my last shot. I did a backwards spin out. He clipped my lens with his foot. No damage. But I tell you what, man, I still got the video. And if anybody wants to see the video, just scroll down my Instagram at Coastal VA Sports. Terrell Pryor. I took one for the team.
That's what I be wondering, man. Like, all you guys are out there and the players are coming full blast. Full blast. And you want that shot. That's some brave stuff right there, bro. I'm not gonna lie, man, because I've seen people, and not for nothing, I've seen people get knocked over, and first thing came to my mind was you. Like, yo, if that nigga gonna let New York come out of him, is that New York gonna come out of you, man? Is he gonna go crazy and be like, yo, punching the players, And so I'm curious to know that, man. So listen, Keith, tell everybody. Let me just do this. Hold on. I'm in the wrong function there. Hold on.
I can't hear you.
1 second here.
Can't hear you. Bye. Hey, can you turn my phone up? I don't want to press the wrong thing.
All right, can you hear me? Can you hear me? 2. Give me a second. 1 minute. Technical difficulties. This computer just went out on me. Can you hear me, Keith?
I can't
No?
hear him.
All right. One second. Okay. Here we go.
Hold on. Speak.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, perfect.
Hold on, Keith. That's on me. Switch the thing around.
You ready?
Yeah, can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear, sir.
All right. So what happened was my mic went off. My mic went out. All right. So how dangerous do you guys have to pick up some extra insurance, like for being out there? Do they give you some extra insurance or anything like that?
That's a great question. But the bottom line is this. The NFL and the Commanders, they make you sign over any kind of rights. So if you get hurt, you're on your own. You know, you're property of the NFL. So if you get injured, you know, this ain't for the faint of hearts. You know what I mean?
Wow.
And I'm here to tell you, you got to keep your head on the swivel because these are the fastest, the strongest athletes alive. And you can't outrun them. You just got to make sure that you get out of the way. You know what I'm saying? You got to respect these guys. I mean, they're coming at you, 40, 50 miles an hour, and they're 250 pounds.
Yeah.
Okay? You're not going to win that battle. You're not going to win. So get the shot and get out of the way. Bottom line. It's not worth it. I mean, if you Google how many photographers who've gotten trampled in college games and pros, you will see people getting their heads knocked off. It's a real thing. So the best advice I can give you is keep your head on a swivel. Get your shot and get out of the way. It's not worth it.
It's not worth it.
Live to see another play. Live to see another play. Okay? You didn't catch it that time. You still want to have your limbs. It's only the first quarter. You got 3 more quarters to get your shot.
So you encountered, let's say, how many, like one really real tough hit in out of all your career being out there? So.
Oh no. I was at Camden Yard. This is MLB. It was the Yankees against the Baltimore Orioles. Okay. It was a gloomy night in Camden Yards. CC Sabathia is on the mound. Okay. He's throwing gas. I'm in the well behind home plate. So he throws a fastball. It was low in the dirt. It hit the plate and bounced. It hit me right in the head.
Wow.
It wasn't a line drive. Thank goodness. So there was a guy right there with a cold beer, and he's like, yo, you want this? He wanted me to put the beer on my head. I had a knot the size of a golf ball. It just blossomed within seconds, man, because, it was a I got hit. You know what I mean? It wasn't like I got hit with a wiffle ball. I mean, that's coming in hot and heavy. So my head automatically swole up. And,
wow.
I was on TV. I'm sure, people saw me. They were making a mockery out of me. But that's what comes with the territory.
Anybody from your hometown, anybody from home, any cousins in them are saying, I told you, brother.
Yeah.
But anyway, it takes a lot of courage to be out there and doing what you're doing, man. I truly salute you, man. And you got that eye, man. But listen, I was telling the story, and I don't want to be the Fat Joe of us and you the Jada Kiss. I don't want to be the guy with a million stories. We want to share the stories. So would you tell everybody, how did you get, Because I heard that you was out on 42nd Street with a Polaroid camera trying to sell bootleg 2 for $5 pictures with your Polaroid camera doing double exposure until your sister Tracy said, come here, get over here. Come here. I want you to put that camera down. I want to show you some skills on how to really do this photography stuff. So how do you actually get into photography, Keith? Let's keep it a buck right now. Because I told people you're going to come up here and you're going to tell the truth, nothing but the truth. So help your black. Anyway.
Okay. Well, it all started from my mom. My mom was a really good photographer.
That's the truth. You telling the truth?
Yeah, my mother was a really good photographer. So every time we went to Jersey City or Brooklyn to a family reunion, she was always the one with a camera, taking pictures of everything moving. So, I'm 5, 7, 8 years old. I'm checking her out, you know what I'm saying, from afar. And I think that's where I developed the passion. So over the years, living in Yonkers, there was a photographer by the name of Alfonso. Alfonso was the type of guy that would be in Getty Square taking pictures of everybody. You know what I mean? So he could take a picture of you in 1978, and then you could see him in 1990, and he'll have your picture. He just had an impeccable filing system. And then fast forward, my sister was a hairstylist in New York, and she worked she went to Wilford Academy, I'll never forget, beauty school, and then she worked at J.C. Penney for a while, in White Plains on Mamaroneck Avenue. And then I used to just come into the salon and just watch her create all these beautiful hairstyles with all these beautiful women. I'm like, this is unbelievable. So then she got me in the game with the hair and fashion. When she went to Atlanta, she started competing in the Bronner Brothers show. So guess what? I bring my camera down there. So when she would compete on stage, I was right there to get the shot for her. So then she introduced me to some of the key players in the hair industry. And then I started doing some editorial work for like Upscale Magazine, Black Hair Sophisticates, American Salon, just to name a few. So then I started getting some traction in the hair and beauty industry, And then one day I'm walking down the street on Peachtree Street, and my sister sees this guy in the middle of the street. She was like, oh my God, there's Barry Fletcher. I'm like, who? I said, look, I just came back from the war. I don't give a Barry who? I don't care about no Barry Fletcher. I'm your brother. Come to find out, Barry Fletcher was one of the greatest hairstylists in the world. He actually competed and won a Rolls Royce in a hair competition. I didn't know that. My sister told me. And it was her mentor. Barry Fletcher, man, the guy is amazing. So my sister, I go up to Barry. I'm like, yo, bro, I'm not no groupie. Okay, my sister wants to take a picture with you. All right. So he obliged. I took the picture of her and Barry Fletcher. It was on Peachtree Street. I'll never forget as long as I live. I want to say it was probably back in 1990. So I took a picture with this guy, Barry Fletcher. And then when I went to the Bronner Brothers show, I got recruited as a model. So now Dudley Magazine wanted to use me as a model. So they told me in 2 weeks, go to Kernersville, North Carolina. That was Dudley University. So when I get there, who do I see? I see Barry Fletcher. So now I'm like, yo, what's up, man? Yo, you remember me? Yo, what's up? So we became boys after that. I went from like, yo, man, who are you? Man, my sister want to take a picture. And now I'm a groupie now. And we've been friends like he's the godfather of my kids and everything.
I love it.
Yeah, Barry Fletcher, man. Yo, I owe that dude a lot of credit.
Wow.
He gave me this impeccable mindset that, I could be anything. You know what I'm saying? Like I was in the Navy, I would get off at 4:00, drive all the way to DC, shoot Donnie Simpson and Sherry Carter, and drive all the way back to the Navy to be at work at 7:00 in the morning. I was a dog. I wanted it. That's what I did. I was a Navy guy during the day, and I was a photographer at night. And I did that my whole Navy career.
Look what it paid off for you.
Yeah, a lot of credit to my sister Tracy. And Tracy, if you're out there, I love you. Thank you for, giving me this impeccable skill set. You know what I'm saying? I'm forever indebted to you. I love you, baby. Mwah!
Hey, look, we're just doing an introduction to this, and this is something that we were going to bring together, and we're going to get some viewers in. We're going to increase the volume. What I'm doing is just repositioning and rebranding Talking Sports and Entertainment. I'm going to hopefully get Roy Jones back. We interviewed him, my wife and I, get some Holyfield back. We interviewed him, and just get some people on board with us, man, so we can talk some stuff. You know what I mean? But I just wanted people to know who's this celebrity sports photographer, my brother, Keith Cephus. I wanted people to know we coming. We bringing it on. We coming for that ass.
Right. And if I may, shout out to Michael Vick for taking over the NSU football program. Michael Vick, future Hall of Famer.
Yes.
I tell you what, I've never seen Norfolk State football this excited ever. I've been covering Norfolk State for 20 years. And I tell you, Mike has infused a fire and a passion like never before. And I wish you nothing but success, Mike. Behold the green and gold.
Behold the green and gold. This is 1 year I wish my daughter stayed on the athletic team, because years back when they was not doing so well, not years back, but she worked for the training, an athletic team going out there, that stuff, right? Which is her major, and at NSU, she goes to NSU. Hopefully she can get back out there so I can get out there. But know what? You're going to get me I got to get some credentials. Talking Sports Entertainment on top of your credentials. We need to be out there having some fun, getting in front of these people. But shout out to Mike Vick. Let me shout out to Cam Newton. Cam Newton got that 4th and 1 podcast that's popping off. He had the Norfolk State jersey on. And so I'm going to get one. You get one. We're going to be out here. We're going to represent, because we are in the 757. So it's only right that we represent. We're going to come to y'all with, hopefully we get brothers on. Keith, talk to some of your folks, man, out in the Commanders. Let's get this popping for the season start. You're going to see some photos posted on what we do. So you're going to see the amazing gift from this guy. But before we leave, tell me about that trip, man, because I was texting you. And it was like, burr, 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 burr. It was like, this is the number you have reached is out of the country. Please call back when you hit the States. I've never heard that ever in my life. The number you have reached cannot be. I'm like, where are you at, man? You dialing 3, then the number. So how was your trip now, on a serious note? How was your trip, man?
Nah, it was literally the trip of a lifetime. And I'd like to take the time to thank Eric and Marsha for having the faith and trust to travel the world to capture their unforgettable vow renewal. Eric and I have been friends for over 30 years. And I photographed him and Marsha's wedding 5 years ago at their Sandbridge house. So about 10 months ago, Eric came up to me and he says, hey, I'm doing a vow renewal on this luxury cruise line. And I want to know if you want to go and shoot it. I said, do you want? Of course I want to go. He said, well, you don't have any weddings? You can get away? I said, Eric, I can get away. Okay, so we start. First of all, they came to my house in an Uber. So that means they just scooped me and we went right to Norfolk Airport. Okay, this is on the 24th of July. I had 3 suitcases. It's a 12-day cruise. So you got to make sure you got clothes for more than 12 days. Because if it's humid, you start perspirating. So you just have to have a lot of extra clothes. So anyway, we fly from Norfolk to Newark. And then from Newark, we flew to Athens, Greece. It's a 9-hour flight. Okay? So think about what I'm going through. I'm in the air for 9 hours. You do the math. What's been going on of late? Thank you. So yeah, I was a little concerned, just a little bit. I prayed on numerous occasions. everybody was like, "Hey, safe travel, mercies," and I'm like,
Yeah, I
"Thank
sent
you,
you
man.
all that,
I got
man.
my prayer warriors out there. I needed them." So when we get to
Yeah.
Athens, we board the ship in Athens. Okay, the ship was called the Oceana Allure. 1,200 people. The average demographic was probably 60 and over. It was older
Mhm.
crowd, which I'm okay with it. That's my demographic anyway, whether I want to believe it
Right,
or
right,
not. So we go from Athens the next day, we pull into Mykonos. And then after Mykonos, we pull into Santorini. So then a day at sea, and then we pull into Malta, which I'm like, okay, Malta. So that's really on the outskirts of Italy. Then after Malta, yeah, we pulled into Sicily. And then after Sicily, we pulled into, you know, Sorrento, Italy. And then after Italy, we pull into Spain, Madrid and Barcelona. So think about what I just shared with you. It's mind-boggling. Oh, and it gets better. After Spain, we pulled into Paris and France. Okay, we spent some time in Saint Tropez and Cannes, and then after that, we pull into Monaco. And if you know anything about Monaco, the per capita income is probably about 3-5 million a year. Everybody's a millionaire. You couldn't survive on $200,000 or $300,000 a year down there. There's no way. It's just a very affluent island. And Jeff Bezos actually had his yacht out there, and they said it was in essence of 100 million just for a boat. 100 million. So yeah, it was an experience of a lifetime. I got to sample the finest foods all over the world, the finest wines, and it's something I'm going to cherish for the rest of my life.
Wow. Clap it up for him. I'm gonna clap it up for you, man. I gotta give you some love. Greece, Italy. Ah, man.
Greece.
Oh,
I
man,
even, I
man,
even did
man.
the flying dress shoot with Marsha. The pink dress with the white and the blue buildings.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Wow. I'm excited for you,
shout
brother. I'm
out for
glad.
Nick. My man Nick was my second shooter in Greece. You know, he
Nick, clap it up
Nicholas
for Nick.
referred me to Nick. It seemed like everybody in Greece is named Nick. You know what I'm saying?
Nicholas or
I know
something, right?
5 Nicks, and they're all they're all Greek.
About 5 people in their family named Nick. Hey, Nick, come
Everybody's
on here.
named
Bring it
Nick.
up here, Nick. Hey, Nicky. Nick
Hey
Jr.
Nick.
Nick the third.
Yeah, everybody's
Nicky.
Nick in Greece.
Nicky
Yeah,
baby. They just get a
yeah,
little cool with it. Nicky baby,
yeah.
Nickster, and all of
Yeah,
that. Hey,
and then they put a spin on it. Nikolai. Okay,
Nikolai.
I got you.
Hey,
Yeah,
Nikolai.
Nikolai.
Let's
Yeah.
go ahead and pivot over to this before we jump up out of here. Our Knicks, our New York Knickerbockers, our Knicks. Now they fell short this year, this past season. They fell short to the Indiana Pacers. I was heartbroken. We got all the way there. What do you think now this year? We got Mike Brown at the head. We're gonna we adding some depth to the bench, some good people to the bench, Keith. So before we bounce up out of here, let's talk about our Knicks, man. What do you think we're going to do this year?
I'm really optimistic about the New York Knicks. They address a glaring need in their bench.
Yeah.
We got the Clarkson kid. He's an 18-10 guy off the bench, something that we didn't have ever
Yeah.
since the Quickly days. I'm really excited about him. And then the European guy we got from the 49ers, he's going to bring us a lot of toughness, a lot of offensive rebounds. And I'm really excited. Deuce is Deuce. We're going to let the Deuce loose. But I think everybody's going to flourish under this Mike Brown management. And I'm telling you, it's going to
Just a
be a
quick
free for all.
correction.
I'm so
So that
excited.
y'all don't, it's the dude from the Sixers that sat there. He was on a bench and Philly didn't use him right. The big dude, is he from Guyana? Like the dude can ball. I forgot his name. I got to get used to the names. I know Clarkson, but the dude that's going to bring that's going to come in with Mitch Robinson, Hart. I think we got a better chance this year. And unfortunately, I don't want people that Nick hate, because I'm a diehard, whether we was winning or losing, Keith, you too, right? I don't want people to say, because so-and-so hurt, Nick's going to have a chance to come through because so-and-so is hurt. Boston is down. It's going to be between us and Cleveland. I still think the Knicks is going to work. I think the Knicks was out working a lot of teams, just didn't have a bench. You know what I mean? To getting the fatigue in the playoffs with other players, other teams was playing a bench, wearing their starters out. So, and also shout out to and we thank I'm gonna thank Tom Tidd, man. He did a hell of a job, man. He did what he had to do. You know what I'm saying? My father-in-law, God bless him, I always wanted him to get fired. And my father-in-law used to be the one be like, man, why you want him to get fired? Look how far he's taking us. He played defense, man. Get out of here, son-in-law. You always want to get him fired. And now when he got fired, I was sort of like happy then sad. But then we got Mike Brown. I think Mike Brown is going to make a change. I really think Mike Brown is going to do something, man. You know, I really do. I think so. So, Keith.
I really like the addition of Mike Brown. I mean, he's the player's coach. You know, he's going to roll up his sleeves. He's going to do the heavy lifting. He's going to run sprints with your guys. You know, and that's what you want in your coach, to be a leader, lead by example. And I think Mike Brown is going to do a phenomenal job. I
agree. Listen, we talked some sports and entertainment, man, and I want you to know that's my brother Keith Cephus, the celebrity, the sports entertaining photographer that got all the technology. If you want your wedding and all that stuff, he'll do all that too. But we talking sports entertainment. I'm your brother Prince Cree, and that's my my co-host Keith Cephus, aka KC in the Sunshine, aka he'll kick. We out of here, Keith. Listen, y'all know where to follow us. We're gonna put some stuff up there. We're gonna start promoting what we do. We want y'all to support us. Hey, Keith, that place where you go and get stretched out, give them some love right now. Tell the people about the stretch thing in the lab, and give the address. And if you can remember how to send people to them, man, because I'm gonna tell you something. When I saw you doing that, and I researched it, it is really good for you. It's really good for you. And we're gonna come back. We're gonna give you. Maybe we can sit down with one of the owners and talk about it. And bring them on when we go live on our set. So what's that owner? What's it? Stretch? What is it called?
So basically, some of the benefits in Stretch Lab is that when we get older, you know, when you start hitting your 40s, 50s, and 60s, you lose mobility. You know what I'm saying? And you can't, you know, your reflexes are a little tight. You know, a lot of times when you go to the gym, everybody technically is supposed to stretch out before they work out, but very rarely do people really stretch. You know, you see those guys, as soon as they walk in the gym, you know, they throwing up heavy weight, you know what I'm saying? But the Stretch Lab, it allows you to be mobile. It stretches the muscles, so when you do work out, you're building muscle. Because if you don't stretch, you're going to tighten up, because when you get older, you see a lot of older people, they can't even tie their shoes because of a lack of mobility. So that's why I go to the Stretch Lab probably like every week and a half just to get a stretch, and it has really improved my quality of life.
Wow. Well, this right here, pre-introduction, is powered by the Stretch Lab.
Stretch Lab, baby. Shout out.
Shout them out.
Yo, Kara on General Boot. Check out Kara. Check out Ray. You know, the whole team down there, they're doing some great things. Tell them I sent you.
No doubt.
You get a percentage off a stretch. And I didn't tell you, Prince, that I'm a brand ambassador for the Stretch Lab. You know,
I'm loving it.
For what it's worth. For what it's worth.
For what it's worth, a lot, because you introduced me to them. And although where you go is on Red Mill, that's down. There's one that's closer to my job which I'm going to bring my co-workers. I'm going to go ahead and get them something. We're going to go there a few hours, and I'm going to treat them because these folks in the office, they help me with some of my orders, man. And because of them, I'm gonna do that. But first, me and my wife is going to go, and we're going to have a session, and we're going to get involved there and stretch it out because I'm going on 56 years old, man.
And you look great. You look great for 56.
Thank you, my beloved.
I wouldn't give you a day over 40.
Oh, wow. Okay. I'm back to 40. I'm back to 40. Listen, until the next time when we give it and put it in, you should be watching out for us. Watch out for we're going to, have our Instagram page. And again, you can follow Keith as well on his Instagram and on all social media platforms, and me as well. But we are going to build the bridge, and we're going to talk some sports and entertainment. And each week, we're going to showcase a song, whether it's from the Average Joe, Keith's Sons, or somebody. We're going to showcase some songs, some music, which will be the theme music that will be playing in the background. I don't know if y'all can hear any type of music now. We had some technical issues, but what I'm saying is we're going to introduce different artists that's going to come in. One of the things we did, my wife and I, when we launched Sports and Entertainment, when we were hosting with Holyfield, we did where we had the singers pop in live, and Vander Holyfield was judging. He was giving them a knockout, a draw, or the real deal. And we're going to incorporate that back in to talking sports and entertainment. TSPE. I like that. TSPE. Yay. God.
My guy.
God. All right, until next time, I'm going to let Keith go. He got a big thing going on. He's always got some big things going on. It is us. We the world famous SPE Podcast. God bless.
God bless.